another Nollywood epic thriller on top this movie called Kingdom of Sacrifice, starring Lizzy Gold Onuwaje, Zubby Michael, Yul Edochie. Hey, my Flakes to Click fans. This part one, come dey show this kingdom where they inside plenty turmoil. Yes, because in this great African kingdom, ruled from this very big, magnificent, imposing palace. See, in this land, it is rich in tradition, but plenty politics and juju dey for this ancient kingdom. Because we can't dey see say we dey expect plenty juju. And as plenty ceremony, plenty shrine con dey show for this movie, Kingdom of Sacrifice. We con dey fear, my Flicks to Click fans. Because as the king's council and elders are speaking in quiet tones that one urgent crisis dey, because one of their spiritual laws for the land demands that there must be a sacrifice so that peace can return to the great ancient kingdom. But at what cost? What kind of sacrifice? Hey, you know now, my Flicks to Click fans. Human blood. Human blood. But won't this fracture this kingdom's identity of morality? Morality care. Juju go take over. Yes, but then who will break this juju? Who will be the hero that will break up this conflict in this great kingdom? As we come dey meet the royal people, the royal big men for the royal court, we come dey see Yul Edochie. Na him be the heir to the throne. As he is the male leadership now, there is also at the same time a brave young woman. Of course, we all know who she is. It is our brave young Lizzy Gold, because as she is now in this royal court, we will see that this kingdom's fate will take on a better good, because Lizzy Gold no dey take nonsense. Jujuke. Because as the elders declare that the gods have demanded that there must be a payment because of one great wrongdoing long ago, that it is sacred law, that it is not ordinary law, that the king's advisors believe that there must be a human sacrifice, and it must come from one of the noble blood of the kingdom. Now so even royal people, they no fit escape from juju. Hey, because see now, as this sacred law now says that for the great wrong done a long time ago, that the human sacrifice must come from one of the people of the noble blood. That means from the royal family, or else the kingdom will suffer famine, it will suffer war, or it will suffer one disease that will come and ravish the whole land. The council reaches this verdict, this wicked verdict, that a life must be offered to the gods, because the peace of the people in the land, it depends on this sacrifice. Woo! Now so, my Flicks to Click fans, this princess no go take am. This princess no go take am. Shey Lizzy Gold na she be the princess, abi? Lizzy Gold's character, see, this young woman, she is compassionate, she is courageous. And as she listens to the elders debating that they will sacrifice a human life, she just dey look them. As she dey see the fear in the common people's eyes, the mothers are holding their children. The warriors are keeping their swords down. And the farmers are weeping, crying, because their land has been taken over by drought. No food to feed the land. And the prophecy is revealed that only a pure heart, willing to give everything, even their own life, can turn the tide for the kingdom. Lizzy Gold looks on. Her heart weeps. Her soul quivers. This princess has mercy. Mercy drives her heart, but fear don't they hold her legs. She wonders, is she the one to be offered as the human sacrifice in exchange for the land? Is she the one who's going to be offered? But who among the youth is pure enough like her? Some argue that it must be from the royal family. Some others people argue that they must be a volunteer. See tension for royal court, my Flicks to Click fans. And as these people, the elders, now debate on the choice of the sacrifice for this kingdom to survive and get better, this ritual council is convened. Now, so drum, ancestral drums, the sound fills the courtyard as the elders are casting lots to determine who shall be considered for the sacrifice. Hey! The chosen individual's name will appear written on the ancient scroll of fate under the flicker of torchlight. Hey! Guess what, my Flicks to Click fans? The name that has been chosen is Lizzy Gold's name, the princess herself. Everybody is in shock. Princess Ke. Princess is going to be the human sacrifice in exchange for our land to be peaceful and to be better. Hey, some people say no, foul, foul, foul. Other people in the courtyard say yes. So, sorry, princess. People can't they whisper all over the courtyard. But the princess is too young now. These gods are demanding this kind of wicked sacrifice. Hey, some people are saying, no, please, sacrifice her because there is no room for mercy now. The princess, Lizzy Gold, she kneels down. She has accepted her fate. She has accepted. She does not resist. And this her attitude will mark a turning point in this land. Because as her family and the people of the royal court, the elders, the people of the village, are in shock by this decision. The king, who is in shock, he is wise, but he is sad. He orders that he wants to speak to his daughter privately. Hey! As he speaks to her, he speaks that he loves her. He speaks that it is her duty, Abi. That is the legacy. He reveals old stories of a forgotten oath that bound their ancestors to the gods of the land. The princess just listens to her father. As her mother, the queen, she cries. But the ministers now argue that if the princess is not going to be the one that will be sacrificed now, then who will be sacrificed? Some people are proposing to send a champion, a warrior to take her place. But in fact, the ancient law says nobody should be substituted for the royal person that has been chosen for this sacrifice. The chosen must stand before the spirits in truth. And so, the princess Lizzy Gold, she holds herself. She steels herself. I am no longer a child. I am the hope of my people, to be what? Used as sacrifice in exchange for the goodness of my land. And so the community, the land, this ancestral land, prepares for this human sacrifice ritual. They prepare one sacred ground near the river at night. They put incense, they put tribal markings, they put ceremonial light, all sorts. The priests are chanting. My Flicks to Click fans. The spirits want to come out. Women are crying. Warriors are standing. This one is not just a death. This one, na ritual, juju, passage. The tension is building up. Everybody is scared. The leaders are wondering, should we continue and do this ritual, sacrificing our own princess? In fact, some people even accuse the royal council of exploiting the tradition for political gain. Other people whisper that, maybe this sacrifice is the only salvation. My Flicks to Click fans. As the princess has agreed to her fate to be what? Sacrificed as human sacrifice in exchange for the people of her land. She is wearing white clothes, ceremonial white. She walks alone toward the ritual space at midnight. As her steps are steady, her heart is pounding. She thinks of the memories of her childhood, how she used to laugh in this palace, her gardens, her father's gardens, her father's gentle voice, her mother's embrace. She's just thinking back to those good old days. But as her thoughts fade, as she walks, we hear the echoes of spirits and ancestral whispers, shouting ooh in the wind. For every step she takes, she's scared, but her fear can dey reduce small, small, because the weight of her entire kingdom, the weight of this entire kingdom's hope is on her shoulders. And at the ceremonial site, the priests are raising ancient symbols. They're invoking the spirits. See, my Flicks to Click fans, let us try and understand this ancient kingdom. They don't know anything better. They just believe that this sacrifice is not just to appease the gods, but to restore balance and prosperity that was lost generations ago after the great betrayal of the sacred law. They don't know religion. They don't know God. They don't believe in anything else except their ancient juju tradition. And as the moon climbs the highest, the princess steps into the circle of ancestors. What is this circle of ancestors? It is a ring of fire and spirit dust that will mark the boundary between the life and the spirit world. As Lizzy Gold, the princess, her heart is beating, and the voices are chanting, so terrifying. A heart of sacrifice is a kingdom's true shield. And so believe the elders. My Flix to Click fans. This one, a test of faith. This one, a test of morality. This one, a test of destiny. Because suddenly, the flame and the wind, it shakes the ground. The figures are swirling. This ancestral juju, the princess must prove that she's not scared. She's not annoyed. She doesn't resent the fact that she has been chosen for this ancient ritual. She must just show that she has selfless love for her people. And truly, she's courageous. She remains unbroken. She kneels. She holds up her palms, crying, crying under the moonlight. But as the winds die and the flames dim, and the princess stands within this circle of ancestors, her eyes close, and she hears the faint sound of children laughing. She hears the sound of crops, grass in the farmland. She hears the sound of the waterfall. Beautiful, quiet feeling. My Flicks to Click fans. This kingdom will never be the same again, because this heroine, she says she has chosen her people over her life. Oh. This one na duty over love. Hey, my Flicks to Click fans. As we come dey watch this ancient tradition, don't we wonder, morality, why are these ancient laws still holding today? Why must there be sacrifice as redemption? Because is it because the people of old, the ancestors, believe that true leadership requires giving what one cherishes most? Your own life? My Flicks to Click fans. Kingdom of Sacrifice, Lizzy Gold. This juju film, this ancient traditional African kingdom, where a sacred law demands a life to be offered to save the land from ruin, and at the end of the day, they say that it must be the princess who must offer her life. Anyway, Lizzy Gold is strong as she prepares to give everything, which is her life, all for the sake of her people's future. Imagine, my Flicks to Click fans, do you know all the signs and symptoms of an abusive partner? If you don't know, go to the comment section just below this video. I have a free download for you to help your family, your friends, humanity. If you enjoyed my live critical pigeon review of Kingdom of Sacrifice, Part 1, starring Lizzy Gold, give me a like and watch all Lizzy Gold recaps up here. Mwah.